HandsFree NEtworks software update management has got an advanced facility for deploying a third-party software patches very easily. So to do that, let's click on the tree view and clicking on a particular machine here on the right side. Click on the manage. Now this is what we call as darts, and scroll down to dart number 196. So we call it a software patch application here. So once we go here, we have an option for choosing for a site, for a user, for a machine, where you can enable or disable the start. Impersonation, by default, the HandsFree client engine will be installed using an administrator privilege. Take dialog box default action is like, whenever a software is installed, you get those pop-up windows where it takes a default dialog box actions like clicking on the next or agree or yes or accept. Now as you see here, we have the positive response keyword. So we have the list of keywords. So to install a particular software silently, HandsFree has the capability to click on those text boxes and go to the next screen. Act on dialogues of all new processes. Whenever a new process comes up, it acts on that, and it disables them by default. Negative exception keyword. So this is a place where do not take default action if combined with positive response keyword in one phrase. So you have the keywords like no, don't, info, or do not. It's going to ignore them and it's going to capture only the positive response keyword listed in this keywords list. So how the script 196 works. Script 196 searches for the dialog boxes that appear during the installation of a particular software update or buttons, including the radio buttons, which makes it work for license agreement. If no buttons are found, the script can't read the text or any of the ones that are found, and take the dialog box default action option is enabled, it sends an enter command to the dialog box. So name a process to shut down. Now in case if there's any antivirus program which has been installed, to make sure it's not conflicting with another program, so you can actually mention the name of that particular process inside this configuration box here. And we can also mention the maximum number of seconds to wait for that process to close and the dialogues to close. Patches to apply is the place where we enter a particular patch. If I want to deploy a software using an FTP location, we can deploy it here and mention the name of the URL for this FTP, and we can choose whether you want to deploy it silently or not. Checking this box for stop at an error will actually stop the installation if there's an error. Maximum number of runtime per patch is by default is 30 minutes. So any patches you try to install, by default it takes 30 minutes to install the complete software. Patches install is a place where you get the updates basically, and here you can actually schedule the patch to be installed, or you can choose a particular machine or for a site or for a user and do an on-demand patch by executing the key here. So that was about the software patch application.